Hello my loves, I'm Ellie Frost. Thank you so much for being on my channel where we are talking about the multi-dimensional approach to rapidly and radically healing and transforming from narcissistic abuse. And I want to talk today about the real reason why narcissists target empaths, healers and lightworkers, right? It's not necessary. Well, it is what we're taught, but it's more than that. So we're often taught that they want your empathy. Not exactly. Your empathy is something that they can exploit, right? They do want to shut down the light on the planet. So they do want to steal your destiny. They do want to get in the way of you succeeding from your gifts, from your light, from humanity focused work. They definitely do. That is part of it. But beyond that, a narcissist is a soul detached human operating with an entity of consciousness that we're calling narcissism. And they get protected from their karma when they enmesh and merge with your energy field. Let me explain. The stronger the light worker, often the stronger the demons that target them. I had a lot of really heavyweight narcissists target me in very destructive ways. But while we were enmeshed, right, doesn't mean you have to be physically living with them. But in the psychic realm, when you're not resolved, when there's still trauma bonds, when there's still an energetic thread going on, your fields, your energy fields are merged, right? I'm a strong light worker. I've helped people heal a lot of things very fast. I've also helped people come into abundance, fulfillment, authenticity, self-actualization, right? When a narcissist merges with my field, then they get my spiritual protection. So when they're merged with your field, yes, the karma from anyone that's truly detached from them can come to them, right? But I've talked a lot about this and I'm happy to explain more. The narcissist cannot get their karma for you until you fully detach. Reason being, right, it's a free will universe, which means we get our own choices to make, right? What we consent to. No contact's not enough. No consent psychically and energetically is the only way to break the ties, right? While we're still consenting, and I understand it doesn't feel like we're willingly consenting, because when we're trauma bonded, it feels like it's not something that we're choosing. It feels like something we're compelled into. Nonetheless, right, it's not a fair universe, it's a free will universe, which means that if my energy is being used in any way, if they're siphoning my energy and I'm consenting, willingly or not, then it counts as my free will being used, right? Which means that if I'm enmeshed with a narcissist, they get my spiritual protection, which is why when a strong light worker detaches, that karma hits them like a ton of bricks. But it also is a reason why they target light workers. They target you because your spiritual protection's high. They target you because enmeshed with your energy field, everything balances out. So it's like it depends on the strength of your spiritual protection. If they merge with the right light worker, they're protected from their karma to a large extent until you unenmesh, right? That's why. And they also do want to distract you, disrupt you and stop you fulfilling your purpose. Why? Because the more light on the planet, right, the more the consciousness raises and the more the narcissists are just kind of, they're wiped out. They can't coexist in the same way, and they know that, right? So they have to convince you that they're somehow God, that they're your source. When you make a narcissist your source of anything, right, you're denying your own divinity, like it or not. I'm not saying it's not sticky, and I'm not saying that they don't put you in traps. They absolutely do. But until we put our own spirituality above that, right, and trust it, then we're still giving into temptation. Think about the Lord's Prayer. We'll not give in to temptation. Give us today, do not lead me into temptation, because the temptation is to believe in the dark has got more power than the light, which it actually doesn't. It doesn't at all. Once you're completely aligned and sovereign and unenmeshed, what can happen in your life is miraculous. Like, you're literally now a channel for goodness and abundance, but we do have to let go of these old ties. And yes, what people call the enemy will come in and try and tempt you. Nonetheless, you're still fueling the dark side. So when I had a huge awakening, I had to understand this because I believed I could heal them, right? Because I've had such a impact on people my whole life, I didn't think that anyone was exempt from that. And I had to be really woken up spiritually to what they are. The only thing on the universe that you can't pour love into, that it's just a black hole and they thrive. Most people, animals included and plants, unless they're dead, if you pour love on something in this universe, it will thrive and you will feel abundant. Love's an abundant energy, right? When you throw love onto a narcissist, one, you're wasting your energy because that love was actually could be used in much more positive ways. Two, you're spiritually protecting them. And three, it's a black hole that actually fuels them. So you're using your energy for the wrong side. Yeah? Me trying to heal them, me trying to love them out of it, it didn't work, and I couldn't understand it because there's no other person that... I've found in my whole life that doesn't work on apart from narcissists. Yeah? So help the suffering, fuel, use your love in ways where people can thrive. Use your love productively in the universe. But when you pour it onto the narcissist, something that is lost, something that's already gone dark, all it does is siphon your energy. All it does is destroy, cause more destruction to you, more depletion to you, and there's no awakening from that in them. The only way a narcissist will ever, this whole thing gets balanced out, is actually that we stop being the power source for the dark, because it actually needs us to fuel it, right? Another thing I wanted to talk about, I was going to make a separate video, is a lot of us believe, well, I can just handle the narcissist, right? You're still given into temptation. You're still making a deal with the devil, whatever you think it is. And this is not to fear you. This is just to tell you what I know and what I've experienced and witnessed now with lots and lots of people. Many people will stay with them because it's never convenient to leave a narcissist. But whatever the temptation is, right? Could be, I need the money. Could be, we've got a house. Could be, whatever it is, the family, whatever. We think we know the narcissist, but you'll never understand evil. And so many people have tried to bargain with that situation and actually lost in the long term, because the narcissist will spend your 401k, the narcissist will remortgage your house, and whatever assets you've got, I'd protect them now. And actually plan how you're going to have a better life for yourself, because we underestimate, not that they're more powerful, but that they're more deceptive and manipulative, cruel, boundaryless than you could possibly imagine. You already know if it's a narcissist, you can't trust this person. What you don't know is what they're truly capable of. And whatever the temptation is, the reason why you think you're bargaining with them, I need the money, I need the job, I need, you think we're bargaining with the dark side. But ultimately, and I hope it doesn't happen to you, but I've seen so many times people doing that, and they lost the very thing they were trying to stay attached to, right? Because when you think you have to stay attached to a dark attachment, which is a narcissist, to get the things you love and need and want, you're kind of denying your divinity, and you're bargaining with an energy that really doesn't make a fair deal. So many people have done that, and then the things they were trying to hold on to got taken away, right? Because the narcissist isn't playing fair with you. So think about it. People think, oh, I can handle it. I know them. I know their tricks. You'll never out evil, and you'll be surprised. The narcissist, the whole relationship, the whole cycle works on shock, yeah? While they're attached to you, you think, well, why are they attached to me? Do they love me? No. But they do get your spiritual protection. And also, if you are a light worker, by the way, like, you could risk losing your gifts if you stay attached to the dark side, because they weren't meant to be used for the dark, right? So I'm a psychic. I've got a very clear channel. I've got other abilities as well that I use with people. I'm not in this way that people are, just when you channel divine energy, you're working with God, you're working with source, right? Through you. But like, you also risk losing those gifts because they were not meant to be exploited for the dark side. But a lot of people are being exploited and don't even realize it. So lots of love, guys. I'll speak to you soon.